maybe I just will play some of these things for you. Look, if I go like this seems to be two mistakes. Okay. If I go. Sound very klezmerish to you?
That sounds very jazz, actually.
Yeah, right. Okay. How about this?
But that would be acceptable for most people. Let me put it to you this way.
I'm making the point that there's a million things I can do with 3, 2, 1 that don't sound good.
I'm not going to say good. I would say if you were to do a klezmer concert and this were to come up, people would live with it. They'd swallow it, say, yeah, that belongs.
You know what people
but then you have to admit, in this rarefied atmosphere, you're pretty much alone. Because if you look at the klezmatics or Andy Statman, you know, they're doing.
Okay, I'm not going to go there. I don't want to go there. I want to talk about you can use your ear and my ear and not what people in the world will accept as klezmer music, because they might accept that, and we're not talking today.
Okay, we're going to talk about.
We're talking about trying to get to the heart of what is a Jewish style. Now, I mean, for me, if I think of the repetition of notes, at one point in a tune, suppose I have a tune that's rhythmic like this. I don't have the technique probably do this, but all of those things could make sense to me as gestures in there. What you did before, that kind of thing. As a phrase is coming to an end. This is a place where obviously using your instrument, I do something that would, in reality, the note wants to come to a rest there. It would be a long note. And the reason that we're playing, you know, a repeated note is to simulate a long note. Right? Not even a vibrato, just a long note.
Yeah, but you can also just play and let it
Well, actually, I think that it's less typical just to let the note die. If you think of davening, I mean, do people go, or
it depends on if they're in tempo. If they're in tempo.
Not in tempo.
Okay.
Not in tempo.
Then it's an improvisation, sure. But then we're talking about a doina, and that has a completely.
Not a doina. We're just talking about any not in time, something that doesn't have a tempo. But I'm talking in general. You asked me about what are characteristic things that you could do and what are not. There are a million different ways of playing these 3 notes that will, to me, move it out of the vocabulary of Jewish music.
Okay, let's
lots of ways that.
Let's be concrete. Let's stay here. Okay, wait a second. If I'm going to do, let's say if I'm going to embellish it.
Give me 2 other sticks so that I can be down here.
Okay.
If you don't mind my calling them sticks.
No. Okay, so here's what I'm saying. That's the motif. Okay, we're going to hang out there.
Let's take Brandbein's version of it. And let's forget the C for a minute. Yeah. Now, if I would sing that, my sense is that the F sharp, the movement of the phrase is it's not really
No, I hear this. I hear this.
Okay, good. So that means that this second time that you play the F sharp, when you go down, that F sharp, right?
Yeah.
That actually it has to be less, because otherwise we're not hearing that move. I would sing it like this.
Yeah. That's how I played it.
Let me just see something for a second. I don't think I have I'm doing it it quite right. But when I'm singing it, I'm not going, this note, that first note wouldn't be long. It wouldn't be da, ba, ba, it would be ha, ba, ma, ma, ma. No, I think this needs to be damped too. Can you damp the first of them? The first one, no, this is long. And then both of these.
Okay, what comes after that? No, you can't, that doesn't work. You can't damp it and then not damp it. You can play it quieter, or you can play it.
I think we're going to reinvent, we have to consider that you may have to reinvent something here.
I can do that. I can say, okay, I can play here where the note is short.
And then damp that note. That's better. Damp that note. No, damp that now play. I'd like to hear it stop in the middle. Yeah. Okay. To me, that starts to sound like a krechts. You understand why? Because we get that phrase. Yum, yum, bum, bum. Otherwise, if I go, then it's moving the melody up through the F sharp.
This takes an awful lot of thought because
but you'll eventually learn how to play krechts on the accordion. Seriously.
Well,
I'm not kidding you, Alan.
No, I believe you, but you know, when you listen to these Max Jacobowitz recordings, you know?
Alex, you know,
it sounds like he's doing something like that.
Yeah.
Or is it just regular dissonances?
He does a variety of different things, but I'm not taking those things as my standard. How anybody ever is not my standard.
Okay, so when we're going to say a voice...
And definitely not how people accept what people accept as pleasure reasons.
When we're saying that a voice is going to act as our model here.
That's
okay,
right.
So I'm going to say, all right, then remember, I'm going to try to do this with one hand.
Yeah.
Okay? And that is a bitch, because we are going to have a problem here when we say, well, let me just think through, because we're going to assume that the left hand is playing. See, it would be easier to really think through this.
That's pretty good.
Okay, right, that's going to ring. That's going to be short.
Right.
That's close.
That's very nice. Now let me just see something for a second. See, that's beautiful.
Sorry. Okay, I've already started this by myself. Yeah, no.
If you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But make sure that I'm hearing it as yeah. This can take a little more time.
I want you to know what I just did is a miracle.
I believe you, Alex. You know,
Yeah, what I've been doing is this now.
Yeah. You can do that too. But it really, is more typical. Yeah. But don't rush to get from the C to the B flat. You have time there. No, don't rush. Don't rush. Take the C off.
What do you mean take it off?
Yeah. No, you're rushing exactly what you don't have to rush. You're rushing to get from the A to the B flat, and you don't. You can just go.
You're saying.
But without accenting the C.
No.
This. Yeah, this is the same.
Show me the rhythm.